Hey VC, what's up? It's me, yours truly. I'm back to post a quick response video. This is going to be to, there's about 4 of them I need to do tonight. 4 contests I need to respond to. This is going to be the one for Dereckvon, his contest. D-Man is what I like to call him. He put up a contest which I think ends April 27th. So if you have not responded to his contest yet, make sure you go over to his channel and check this out. He had kind of a, well, I want to say a simple question, but kind of simple, yet could be one of the most complex questions ever. And simply put, it was kind of 2 words. Like, why music? You know, I mean, us being here in the VC, obviously, we tend to be kind of music crazy, and it tends to maybe run some of our lives to some degree. So he was just kind of asking, you know, why music? And he kind of had a little trailer on that too, kind of noting that, you know, most of us came together because of vinyl is kind of what brought us together here. So then also kind of why vinyl? So again, 2 simple yet 2 very deep and complex questions. So I'll try to make sure to keep this crunched and short. So I know I can get to rambling a lot with this type of topic. But simply put, why music? I'll answer it in a kind of a general sense and kind of towards me. When I think about why music in terms of, when you look at the world over, no matter what different type of styles and everything like that, for the most part, you can find a strong love and connection with music in some way, shape, or form pretty much anywhere in the world. I mean, it's kind of a very, very universal thing, almost as universal as people breathing, really. So when I think about it in terms of that and say, why music, I think mainly because music, I'm trying to keep this simple and short, music is probably the lowest common denominator for communication and satisfaction. I think that's probably why music, in the sense of why so many people in the world are so drawn and connected with music. And I think for the most part, unless you're a total psychopath, and this might even still apply to them, most of us want to be able to effectively communicate in life. You know, we're interacting with people. We want to be able to get what we need to get from people. We want to be able to give, you know, the maximum of what we can give to people and hope that they get what they receive, and just have very effective relationships and communication and, you know, kind of all that good stuff. And as we know, there's a lot of things that we struggle with in communicating effectively. You know, if you're talking about you and a spouse, it could be just the way you communicate certain feelings or whatever, or past experiences can make you see things differently or not take something the right way. Maybe there's someone on the other side of the world in some country that I would love to be able to, I would make a great connection with, but I don't know the language, so we don't communicate. So obviously there's millions of barriers out there that can hinder communication. But I think one of the reasons why music, you know, from a world standpoint, why it's so popular everywhere in so many different facets, is it's the one thing, maybe outside of love, or right there with love, but it's the one thing that can so easily conquer all the barriers that makes it hard for us to communicate and really kind of share and get what we need to get at any given moment. So someone might not always be able to say exactly what I need to hear when I need to hear, because maybe they don't know what I'm going through. Maybe they don't know exactly what I need to hear, you know, blah, blah, blah. Music is never stifled by that. It always knows what to say to me, when to say to me, and how to say it. And that goes with kind of like every emotion. So most of those communication barriers that we have in all these different facets of life, music is the one thing, the lowest common denominator, that is not stifled by any of those barriers. It always knows how to talk to you, always knows exactly what to say to you, always gives you what you need, and whatever you give back to it is always exactly what it wants to get back. And so I know I'm kind of talking about it, kind of turning it into a person, but I really do believe that is why music. And I know it is for me, but I kind of assume that way for kind of worldwide. It's the most effective communicator, I think, ever. Now, another part of that I kind of firmly believe in as well, you know, I believe in a lot of laws of the universe and things like that. Now, I mean, I'm one that, let me kind of put it this way, I'm a Christian, you know, and I believe in my faith. Most people don't think of, maybe that doesn't first come to mind when you see my Slayer collection and all the other type of stuff I like to listen to and I'm into. But, you know, for me, it's when you listen to music, it's about what comes from your heart. You know, I don't get caught up in all the other stuff, and there's pretty much no, if any music brings a negative feeling out of my heart, I don't listen to it. I get rid of it. Or I don't even bring it into my collection or listen to it. So, but anyway, I'm saying that because, yes, I have my faith in God. I believe that God created the heavens and the earth and the universe and so forth. But I believe inside of that universe, there's certain rules and laws of things that He created, and a lot on levels that we'll never understand. And one of those to me is the soul. And I know as a girl I was dating, actually, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, it's been quite some time, but she used to always talk about vibrations. You know, that was kind of the thing that she believed in. And the more she talked about it, I was like, you know, that's making total sense, especially when I'm dealing with this music thing over here. And she used to always say that everything has a kind of a vibration to it, and we have all of these senses within ourselves, whether it's physical or within the soul, that picks up on these vibrations. So like when you say, I click with this person, like, you know, we just click. Well, it's like your vibrations are on the same level. So, you know, you're kind of clicking. And when you think about that, what is a guitar note? What is when you pluck a string, it's a vibration that's being sent out. And we know length of sound waves and, you know, getting all technical and all. So, the thing that I really took from what she shared with me at that time was, you know, music is nothing but vibrations. I mean, that's all it is a vibration. And so when you can actually go out, and it's so easy to pick the vibrations that connect with what you have going on inside of here, I mean, that's going to make you feel as good as anything can make you feel. It's going to be as pleasing as anything can make you feel. Because it's just like ordering up. I need this vibration, input, and, you know, oh yeah, there it is right there. That's exactly what I was feeling. You know, whether it's being pumped up or, you know, feeling love or whatever it might be. So I don't know. That's kind of my, I guess, cheesy, real quick, right to the point type way of saying why music, personally, and just the world over. It's a vibration, and those vibrations don't know language boundaries. Those vibrations don't know socioeconomic boundaries. Those vibrations don't know ethnic boundaries. Doesn't know anything. They just go in and start to touch, which is why me from Central U.S. can go to some concert right beside some billionaire from Iran or wherever. I don't speak the language, and we can both sit there and totally jam out to an Iron Maiden concert and get exactly what we need, even though we may have total different spiritual beliefs, we can't even speak each other's language, may not agree on anything whatsoever about world views or whatever else, but we can jam together because those vibrations knows no boundaries. And so, again, I think that's why music. Now, the other part, as far as vinyl, why vinyl? I think it's a pretty simple answer to me, and I've kind of expressed that before. Vibrations, obviously, are somewhat intangible. You know, you can't see the vibrations because you basically feel them. You know, you hear them until you feel them. But I think vinyl is the one musical format that makes those vibrations as tangible a physical piece as you can make a vibration. You know, so what I mean by that is, sure, we can feel those vibrations inside, but then we also have these physical senses. You know, we have the sense of touch, we have the you know, vision, all of that stuff. So vinyl is the one format that makes those vibrations as physical, a tangible thing as possible. Touching as much as you can touch, seeing as much as you can see with the bigger artwork and all of that, and even just sitting back watching the rotation of the record on the turntable. I mean, still, that's taking the vibrations and putting them into a very physical format that you can view. You know, so to to me, again, that kind of sums up why vinyl. Because again, with your iPod, you could have a little picture and you could see the counter go 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch the little, you know, scroll dot go across the screen as the record, as the MP3 is playing. But that's making the vibrations less existing, I guess, in the physical world. Maybe that's a good way to put it. Okay, so now that you've got Mr. Hall of Fame's philosophical ideas and concepts on why music, there you go, D-Man. Let me know what you think, and as always, we will talk to you soon, VC. All right, take care.